Okay, it's spring day one. Spring is my favourite time of year for sure because the lawn starts growing again.
Matt is mowing the lawn. Matt likes the lawn. Mowing the lawn till the dawn. Matt's lawn is lawn porn. Whoa!
So, day one of the program is your Moist Hero History application. Moist is a soil wetter. What that will do is that will get water into the soil because sometimes the soils don't accept water, they get a waxy layer on top. It'll help the water stay at that ground level and save from a bit of evaporation, so less chance of dry patch, and less chance of dry patch because Moist will also evenly distribute the water throughout the area as well. So it's a vital product. Hero, that's a humic acid. It's the best humic that you can get on the market. Basically, it'll get the microbes going in a soil application and also be like a bank for nutrients. It'll hold on to nutrients when it comes down into the soil, ready for when the plant needs it. So it's a great product there. Hero can also be added as a foliar product on the leaves, but in my programs, I tend to concentrate on using them as a soil soak. History, well, that is the absolute cheapest black beetle protection that you can get. A 100 square metre area, that'll cost you about $1 in an application, where it'll cost you about 30 bucks from a spray-on application that you'll get from any of the hardware stores. The trick is you've got to mix it yourself and water it in. Now, History is a larvicide, it works on black beetle only. So I'm going to go through the procedure of how to get this stuff into your sprayer. Now, I've got 100 square metres out the front of my yard. Well, it's about 92 or something like that. I call it 100, so everything I'll be doing will be to the 100. I use about 3.5 litres. If you watch the video of my spray application, which I'll put up here, you'll see that. So I know that's how much my sprayer uses for the area. I've got 4 litres of water here, that will cover it, but because of this application, I'm going to double the water, and I'll talk about that in a little while. So put half of your water in. And you'll note that I'll be doing that through a filter basket, as you can see there. So that'll filter out anything that could clog up your sprayer. So that's why I put everything through that. All right, so the program says 100 mils of Hero. I'd put that in first because that's kind of like the gluggiest product out of all of these. As you can see, she's dropping like a bit gluggy. So there's about 100 mils in there. And why I chose that product first is I'll just turn it upside down and let it sit there for a while and let that close this up before I spill it everywhere, and put in my 200 mils of moist. Got a little bit extra there, but that's okay. You can do up to 300 mils of moist. Actually, 300 mils of moist is probably preferable for my lawn because it's quite a sandy base. If you've got a bit more of a loam base, 200 mils is fine. If you've got a real hard clay, well, you probably only need about 150 mils. And I'll let that go in. And that's sitting in the basket at the moment. Pull it out, you'll see that it's coming through very, very slowly before I put the History in. I'll put the History in last. While that's seeping down, I'm going to go get my other half of water. Alright, so that's nearly seeping through. There's still a little bit there, as you can see through here. So the cool thing about getting the other half of water in is that you can help mix it. So that's what I'm going to do. If you're just using a hose, that's kind of even better because the pressure from the hose and the spray from the hose will sort of work it in a bit more. Clean all that up, so that's not a problem. Okay, the next thing is History. You only need about 12 mils per the 100 square metres. Make sure you shake up your bottle. Now, History is totally pet safe, as is all other Lawnporn products. As soon as it's watered in, it won't be a problem for the pets. 12 mils is what I use, and History will work by killing the larvae. It doesn't kill the adults. The adults aren't the ones eating the roots causing you the problem. You need to get the larvae, and basically once you start attacking the larvae at regular intervals, this gives you a 3-month protection. Then basically you're breaking the cycle and you'll eventually get rid of them. I'm pretty confident that I don't have any black beetle in my lawn. However, it is prevalent around here, so it's best that I do it. All right, I'm happy with that. So what I'll do now is I'll mix the mix with a stick or something similar. Got this little pole laying around. Give it a good old mix. There you go, got my mix, tops on, let's go spraying. So what an absolute magic day it is here today. It's 19 degrees today here for the first day of spring. We had a low of 6, so that's a magic of what, 25. So a lot of people are asking, can you do your renovation early in spring if you've got temperatures, you know, around about that? Well, you can. But it is going to be a slower recovery. That's what you take on. It's much better to probably leave it till October. Now, speaking about the program, it's going to be pretty much the same as last year, I think. But I haven't had time to do it yet. Sorry about this little bit of a whinge time, but I have had massive trouble over the last 6 months. And it's to do with my eyes and my allergies. And the last 2 weeks, I really couldn't see much. So I had some things done to my eyes, so I couldn't sit there in front of the computer and do the program. I'll have that out in the next few days. Look, I'm sorry about the delay about it again, but honestly my life for the last 6 months has been a constant nightmare of illnesses and everything else, which I'm now on top of. And look, I'm going to be doing a lot more content for sure. I've been busting at a gut and hoping that, you know, I'm able to actually do this content at this time of year. And doctors and everything that have dealt with me and the specialists, thank you very, very much. It's muchly appreciated. And, you know, not just from the business perspective, but from a work perspective, having time with the family and enjoying lovely weather like it is today. There's no wind, so that's important for the application I'm going to do, and it's not above 32 degrees. But that'll happen soon in my area, but that's okay. When you have days like that, you just do your applications early in the morning before the heat comes. But anyway, I've yabbered enough. Let's get this product down, and then after we've got this down, we'll water it in for 20 minutes. This is going to be a joy to do and a joy to watch. Let's get into it.
Wow, what a magnificent way to start off spring. What a day. Fantastic. And this application is just the best application to really start your spring. By getting your ground right, accepting water and your soil health in place, and also protecting against the black beetle. You can also add 4-season fertilizer if you wish, but I didn't because I did it a couple of weeks ago. I like to double the amount of water that I use for applications that I'm going to water in, simply because usually those applications are quite thick and gluggy, so the extra water helps it get through the sprayer easier. And I also like to go in a different direction to make sure that I'm getting the exact coverage that I need. Although accuracy isn't super important for applications that you water in as compared to foliar fertilizers, it's a great time to practice your technique. Practice makes perfect, and a bit of muscle memory will go a long way further in the season when you have to be accurate with your foliar applications.
All right, magic. Now let's go water that in.
I water in about 20 minutes on each zone of my sprinklers. I've got 2 zones and I do 20 minutes each for each zone. The idea is to water it in with about 6 millimeters of water into the upper profile and not soak it in too much.
So that is a fantastic application to start off your spring. Moist, Hero and History. It's a perfect combo. Moist for your soil wetting, Hero for your organics and your microbial activity, increasing your soil health, and History to keep the black beetle away. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, be sure to like, subscribe, do all that. It helps me grow. Get your lawn on. We'll see you in the next one.